Hello, welcome back. Last time Plasma Reactor asked me to do a jump that was very hard for me to do, and then do another one. So now we are in Chromatic Complex. I've been looking forward to this. How is this gonna go? Doesn't have the soundtrack of the one that I was used to. How do I do this again? Am I doing it there? Yeah, there we go. There's a watchtower there? I can't even get to that. Right? What is... So the joke is just no watchtower, completely out of reach. Wait, hang on. Unless... No, there we go. Okay, very funny. Alright, so... Orb that way, that way, that way. Oh, an open air climb jump, huh? Okay. Climb boost, jump boost, wall boost. I don't remember what you call that move. Anyway, do one of those. Gonna guess that gets me all the way to the next orb. And what do you want with that orb? So orbs restore my dash, therefore I must be dashing right and then upright, unpowered. Then what? That looks like an ultra setup, but I won't have a dash for it. Or can I dash upright out of that and maintain enough speed to somehow get in line with this? Alright, I need to know how that part of the situation works. I pay the watchtower attacks every time, that's fine. Oops, right, okay, so that's... Oh boy! Okay, so that does put me... I'm just gonna hold the climb button now. So if I go upright there, what happens? I have to be inside the bubble. Okay, it puts me there. Not quite where I expected, but that's what it does. And it went down and some kind of something or other. Oh boy. There we go. I'm gonna guess that won't put me so far down that I have to super, so that's a reverse wave dash probably. This thing is down probably. Ring of thing, get on that. You probably want me to turn this into an ultra on that thing. Then with the pink hair, I just use it to get to this bubble and dash up. Dash up again, get here. Right, how did the wings work? They just like auto dash me somewhere, or if I dash up left and hold right, that'll just kind of place me over here. Do something with that crystal, who knows what. Something with those wings. Dash up left, hold right. Dash up left, hold right. Dash down right. I guess that's an ultra then, or maybe? Or do I want to ride that and extend a hyper out of it into... This orb's a different color, but all the colors are shifting, so it's all the same, right? Up, left, hold right. Probably ultra onto this, maybe, then get to the other side and wall bounce on it. Into ultra onto this. I'll have enough dashes for that. I'm not sure what's happening here. Is that a half ultra then a dash right? To interrupt that, maybe? Reverse to ultra here. Up, right, jump, jump. Oh, 2 in a row? Wait, there are wings here. They're just barely peeking out from the ground. So 1... climb boost thing. Then the wings will maybe take care of the other one. Then ultra on that. This is still going. Up, reverse wave here, I think. Reverse wave ultra. And that's the end. Okay. Alright, that's a lot of stuff, but not a completely unreasonable amount, maybe. I'm going to imagine. Oops, no, that's not what I do. Okay, I gotta interrupt that on the way down, huh? That seems to be the suggestion. Oops, okay. Wow, that interrupts. Okay, gonna have to learn the timing on that. Ah! Nope, a little lower. That was the timing, just about. I think I was a tiny bit higher than I wanted to be. Nope, a little lower. Like that. Okay, that was mostly right. I just didn't do something. Yeah, I gotta wait for a little bit of a dip there. Dip! And yeah, that interrupt, that timing is tough. Just don't really have any kind of good reference point for it. I just gotta do it by sound or something. Okay, and get a little closer to the same thing there. Just wait for the dip. Ah! I was good, except then I just wasn't. Okay. Yeah, when these are the activities, this is kind of a long room, isn't it? Gonna ask a lot of me, but I expected it to. Well, I didn't quite make it, but yeah, something like that. I don't know what those wings are gonna do to me exactly. Gotta get there to find out. Yeah, that interrupt. It's always earlier than I expect. Yes, okay, that's what they did. I have to hold right when that happens. Okay, getting there. Yeah. I held right. I guess I wasn't quick enough, though. Whoa! Convinced my finger to just briefly press the climb button here. It took some doing. I did it quietly. Nope. Okay, so yeah, quicker on the Ultra. Pretty much immediate. Yeah, that interrupt. It's quicker than I expect, always. Nope. Those orbs are a good visual reference point because I know I pretty much want to be in the center of them, like I wasn't there. But they also slow down time, so the timing of that is kind of strange. I think that's part of the reason I keep landing a little left on that down dash. Yep. That's just gonna keep happening. What if it didn't? What if that was the last time ever? Okay, well, then I would just have different issues. That's preferable. Sort of. No. See, I'm aiming for something that's not there at the time that I'm aiming for it. Just have to trust that it will be. No. I'd like to see the rest of the room. Ah, that timing, those two ultras there, or whatever they are, not very obvious. No. Yeah, wow. Am I going to get better at this at some point? It'd be nice if I did. I think it was too high to reverse, and that's why it failed, because I think I did the input right. It's just like, how do I... since that's an interrupt, I don't know how to position myself for such a thing. I'm not pressing climb early enough, so just press it immediately. Hold at the start. Can release now. Okay, so I really have to get to the center of that sphere before I go anywhere. But I do have to do something when I'm there. I was doing this just fine, right up until now. There we go. Yeah. Man. No, if I go in the center of that sphere, I am just right on the razor's edge of that platform. So I really kind of want to be on the right side of it. Right side, like that. What? What happened? I thought I pressed all the right things, but game thought otherwise. I'm holding... Am I really being too late on that? It is possible that I was too late on that input. What? So I just gotta steer to the side so much earlier than it feels like I even can. Well, I was thinking too much about that and didn't even get there. Okay. I seem to have worked out some of my issues here. Some of. Nope. Ugh. Get here. Do this. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, hey, I can recover after that in theory. If I need to take a moment, I can just dash straight up, fall back down, and redo that. But anyway, I'm dashing up, left, and holding right. I don't know what I'm doing after that, but that's my only mission at the moment. Not gonna make it. Nope. I went too fast or something? No. I guess I can stay on the ground on that lower one for a little bit longer, like that. Don't. I have to wait so long before inputting that other up dash. Okay. But yeah, somehow some things have worked themselves out. I held right! I was holding right so early! Like, how much earlier can I do it? If I do it any earlier, I'm gonna dash up right. Is it a problem that I'm doing it diagonally? Does it have to be straight to the right without an up component or something? It is just hold right, right? I think that's what I do there. If I'm remembering how the wings work. That's how I remember them being. There, I did it. I was supposed to do that, apparently? Okay. So wings don't refresh my dash, by the way. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. And what else? So at that crystal, I'm dashing down right. Wings will speed me way too fast into that bubble. Up, left, right. Up, left, right. Yeah, so I gotta do this thing several more times. Okay, so add crystal, alter to the right. Wing, dash up, left, right. Up, left, right. Dash down right, and... I'm guessing I want to jump and then multi-boost on that? Like, jump here, and it's going to move really fast. My jump will carry me all the way to around the end, then I jump again, and I get ludicrous speed. I don't know if I want to do a down right dash or just continue. Springboard will normalize my speed and also start this moving, maybe? What are the rules on that? Does the springboard do it, or do I have to touch the top? I feel like I have to touch the top. The spikes are red! And those are green. Anyway, that's uplift, right, and ultra, and do something with a slippery wall. Good luck with that one. And this section's pretty intuitive. This one's weird. There's a whole lot more after that. Oh boy, okay. Chances of me finishing this today, not large. This is me telling myself that, unlike last room, I should definitely pick a breakpoint and just take it when it's appropriate. I do not understand how I'm always so incredibly late on that. Like, I want to make sure my dash input goes through, but it's just the... So, like, my dash has to have started at the time that I change directions. And that's a very small time window to reverse, and I'm just always too slow with the reversal, I guess. So I guess I do understand, it's just... I don't know what I can do about it. Just keep trying and hope I get calibrated better. Okay, I know what to do about that problem, and I'm not always able to think about it and act on my knowledge. This is one of those levels where I'm moving so fast I can't really see what the next thing is, so I just have to know what the next thing in my chain is going to be, rather than let my eyes guide me. Timing's weird. Yeah, timing was weird. There we go. I held right! I held right so hard! Like, what is this? I mean, that just has to be my single task there. Just hold right the very nanosecond that my dash has started. I'm going to dash up right there, but, well, I've never dashed up right, so I do need to adjust my direction of error. Well, I'm too late. Whoa. But yeah, that's... okay. Adjust direction of error. I'm so slow on that. I'm slow on everything. Madeline's fast. I'm not. Yep. Now I'm having that problem. Okay. Can I just, like, be more deliberate about all of my actions, know exactly what I'm trying to do at each stage, and be, like, only trying to do that one thing, not something before and after? Because it's the crosstalk between those adjacent moves that really gets me here. Well, I made the input, but then, well, I made another one. Don't do that, then. Okay, well, that was better. It's two of those in a row right there, right? I think that's true. Not gonna pay the time tax to go and look. I'll just assume it is. It is, yes. Okay, well, I got the first one. That's what it feels like. Do that exact thing again. Dang it. That crystal comes up so much faster than I'm ready for it to. I think my timing with the platforms might have been bad there. I really need to be pretty, I can't spend much time on the first one before I move to the second. It has to be immediate. Ah, dang! I'm always so slow for the crystal. Dash inside the crystal. I have to be in it when I'm dashing. Whoops! This might be salvageable? Couldn't tell if it was. It was iffy. Here we go. Well, I was too early. I do have to be inside the crystal. Yeah, so visual reference points in here. Extremely good. Very clear. Like, I know exactly what I want to do when where. It's just a matter of actually managing to do it. Again, move your direction of error earlier. I have never dashed the wrong direction, so if that's what I'm worried about, quit worrying. Okay, well, I'm too late for that. But I'm at that stage now. Making steady progress. Still hitting my head there a lot. Ah, dang. I was so low. Whoa! I'm low again, but I... Ah! Air early. Air early on, like, a lot of moves? Just, like, my usual chronic earliness is more of a chronic lateness here in this room. I'm just too slow on everything. Huh! Okay, I was right, but I need to do just a tiny little hop. Uh-oh, another micro jump. But there's no bunny hop involved, so it should be fine, I hope. Okay, I feel in control. I felt in control, but I wasn't actually. My feeling lied. Was that a down left? Probably. I can't trust my eyes there. They're not telling me anything of use. It's just like, the background is so bright that I can't tell it apart from the foreground electricity at full speed there. They just merge together into one indistinct white blur. No, I didn't touch the wings. Okay. Here we go, good. Ah, wrong direction. Yeah, that's hard to directionate. I wish I could adjust my habit to go a little farther right in this sphere. Like, that was pretty much dead center, which is fine. That's acceptable. No! Okay. I was just a lot lower than I wanted to be for that whole exchange. Whoa! Right, I need to do a tiny hop, tiny hop. Tiny, tiny hop only. Tiny second hop. Tiny second hop. Big first hop. Big first, tiny seconds. Whoa. Ah. Yes. Air early. Somehow find a way to do that. Ow, my hand started to hurt. I'm gonna grip the controller real hard for this. It's my left hand. The directional inputs. Oh! Ah! Just been at like 100% grip for the last 20 minutes. Big, small. Not at all? Was I... Man, like, of all things, has my weakness suddenly become inability to release the jump button right after pressing it? Because, like, based on the way my jump trajectory looked, I'm pretty sure I held the jump button longer than I strictly had to there. So I'm gonna try the same strategy before I try just walking off the edge. For all I know, walking off the edge could be the solution, but it feels like it's set up for me to jump. I was too low somehow? No, I think I just didn't reverse with those wings. I was very low. Don't know whether that would have been a problem or not. Whoa! Not low now. Oh, good grief. No, big, and then very, very small. Big, very, very small. Okay, no, I cannot make a second hop there. I'm just gonna have to just be... What is it gonna have to just be? Do I actually want to skid to a stop and do an extended hyper? I'm thinking yes. Can I stop that quickly? Okay, so I'm going to just try to hold down and duck on that and see where that puts me. So I think I want to stop and then just restart my everything. Right at the end of the track there. Good grief, I'm surprised I got away with that. Whoop. Whoa. I could have recovered if I had known what was happening. I did not, though. Just like, huh, screen looks a little different from normal. Why do you suppose that is? I have no idea. Oh, I'm dead. That's normal. That's what I'm used to it looking like. Whoops. I held right. I wanted to hold down. I was skidding pretty fast. I don't think ducking there would stop me. I would skid right off the edge of the platform, right? Well, let's prove that. Whoops. You know, I could just not go on that bubble. Like, if I just don't dash there... Doesn't feel right, but I think I could do it. It's not what I want to do. Ah! Dope. Yep, I was trying to adjust right, and that affected my dash. I'm gonna be gentle with myself. When I've understood what to do on that platform, that's my breakpoint. Oh, I wasn't in the orb. I feel like I can get this done too. Once I get to that point, that'll be my halfway point. The rest can proceed from there, and that's fine. Well, I had to jump. See, I don't want the upward boost from the platform, only the rightward. But I'm gonna get the upwards. What do I do when I'm standing on this watermelon? I can steer left, and then initiate a hyper dash. So it goes this much above the track. So I have headroom about 4 tiles, and that narrows pretty quickly, and I'm going to be going fast. Wait a second! Ultra! I should dash down right, of course, immediately. As soon as I jump off of that, then I dash down right, of course. Alright, I figured it out, but I have to actually input it. I don't know that I figured it out, but I have a very promising theory, of course. But that makes all of the sense to me. Whoa! Okay, I'm fine. I tried to... Okay, and what's nice about that is it means I don't have to shorten my jump. The dash will do that for me. I tried to dash, but I was so slow. I always am. I think the fact that the thing was coming up to meet my feet was, made me not ready to press the jump button as early as I needed to. I'm fine. It just, every time I've not pressed right fast enough, it's felt like I've pressed right fast enough, but the evidence is otherwise. Yeah, not a single time today. That's not true, is it? Only once or twice today have I dashed the wrong direction by anticipating the direction I have to press after the dash, and pressing it too early. I'm much more having the opposite problem. Big jump, little jump, dash. Big jump, little jump, dash. Big jump, well, any size jump, and then just dash immediately. But the big jump is the important part that I'm not doing. Big jump. Okay, but don't jump there. I'm not done. I can't stop there. I have to at least touch those wings. And I might get tempted into doing more than that. Big jump. Okay, so yeah, having the opposite problem as before. I'm not able to hold the jump button for long enough. Big jump. Yeah, I touched the wings and the spring, and I can almost retry this. Okay, yeah, and there's just like a whole other phase of the level. Again, I'm gonna stick with what I said. I have to be reasonable with myself. This was a full session, even though it feels like I've barely played at all. But that's just in comparison to like everything that's been going on, which has all been ridiculous. But okay, so I've solved my way all the way to the green section beyond the yellow, because there was a green section just over there. So, spring normalizes me, I'll end up in that orb. Up left, hold right, ultra. For this one, I'm not so sure. Okay, so just ignoring the platform, if I just ultra on a stable surface, that'll put me about where that triangle's spinning in the background. That's about where I'll dash up and wall bounce. Dash up, wall bounce to the right. I think I'll only get rightward momentum imparted, not upward, if I'm wall bouncing on that. So I'll just get the upward of a wall bounce. Which, if I'm dashing around the triangle... How high does a wall bounce go? It can just barely take me to this watchtower, which is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles-ish. Probably no higher than 6 tiles, maybe 5 or so. At that triangle... Five tiles up from the triangle is where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is perfectly safe right up until this narrowing right here in the middle of the octagon. At which point... I'll have another dash, so I'm actually just dashing down right in the center of this double octagon here. Okay, this is my reference point. I dash down right here. Then I jump. Probably dash down right upright. Fall. Down left right, down right, jump. Ultra takes me to there, dash up, dash right, climb, jump. I don't know what happens here. Based on what I know... The wings are probably just gonna like automatically give me what would be like another climb jump, then I need to input an ultra on you. Don't waste your dash, you need to go up, down left, right, Down, left, right, down, right. And that's the whole room. I'm trying hard to resist getting tricked into thinking that's not that much more to do, because, dude, look at this. This is so much more to do. So, alright, I will convince myself by doing this. Which are the points at which I'm going to die a lot past here? So, assuming I get into this orb, I'm going to go left on the swing a lot. But I am slowly calibrating to holding the... Like, I was using a different gesture sort of the most recent time that made the wing reverse easier. I'm going to forget to input that ultra. I'm going to miss this wall bounce a lot because that's just hard to do. I'm going to forget to input this ultra. I shouldn't forget to jump there. I'm going to not have any idea what I'm doing here because it's a weird unnatural motion. I'll probably slam into that electricity before I dash up right and figure out when and how to do that. This is just kind of a lot of... Well, no, this part's not so bad. That's just a reverse into ultra. Should be perfectly fine. I might hit this wall a time or two. I'm going to have to be fiddling with my climb button right in this area, and that will distract me. So that'll be a problem spot. I'm gonna miss this ultra sometimes. Might slam into that wall a time or two. Might miss this reverse a time or two. And then, yeah, here's the section where it's just like a lot of stuff. So reverse into ultra. But that's the end of the room. Okay. So which of those is going to be my main problem spot? Let's make a prediction now. And I can check myself next time. I think just getting there in the first place is going to be more of a problem altogether than anything that's in this section. This wall bounce kind of scares me. That's probably the most scary thing in this sequence. That wall bounce. Everything else is just like repetitions of what I've already done. Okay, so this watermelon right here. The frozen watermelon is going to be probably where the problem is. And in what I've already done, am I going to have trouble with stuff? My jump input here keeps being weird, but I'll probably hone in on it just fine. I've gotten a lot better at the wing reverse. That should carry to 2 days from now. And yeah, then it's just aiming at this thing. Yeah, so this is going to probably ultimately be the thing that's killed me the most. Going from this orb onto that platform. That's going to be my maximum point of death in this room. Alright, yeah, so next time, reasonably confident I should be able to get this done. I mean, confidence doesn't really mean anything, but we'll see how that maps to reality next time.